All right, guys, gals, and everyone in between, let's get the Guitar Tech Bench reveal. Bum, 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 All right, let's move on to the first section of what makes a Guitar Tech Bench work. It's puppy pee pads! Yeah! Every Guitar Tech Bench that's successful has these. You see, you put it down like this, and then it's this nice clean surface to put your guitar. Okay, so the puppy pee pads is just a product that you can find that's cheaper to buy as a puppy pee pad than to buy as like a, something else. And the next thing you want is to fold it up nice, but that's not happening. Are gloves, because everything is disgusting. Gloves. Then you want strings. You want so many strings and to drop them because everyone forgets their strings. Then you have electronic components. These are here for when you break your input jack, or you have a dead battery in your active pickup guitar and I have to use my own, or you want me to hand wire a custom treble bleed, or you didn't realize that you need to use 0.44 capacitors on your tone knob. All right, so after that is this. This is called ow, why? Never touch those. These clean the ow tip, so they're great. Sharpies are really handy too when you're a guitar tech. Then I have one guitar tech's like stuff. It's like his list of things he does. I have my own list, but it hasn't been printed. One day. Okay, so then we're moving on. The next thing that we have to see is this. Okay, so this is a segmented little tool bucket, right? So I have these tools, like this tool and this tool down here. Like I've got these tools and this is literally just a flat piece of metal. Okay, so they cost a lot of money. Okay, that's why I have them. I don't actually use them, right? I only pretty much just use these. These are slotted little things, and on a normal guitar they would go like and they would line up, the slots would line up with the frets, right? But this isn't a normal guitar, so it won't work for that anyways, right? So that's what this is for. It's where I spend a lot of money and I never use the tool. Then here's this. This is the best bag. This is where all the cleaning supplies are. Okay, so this is ammonia-free Windex. This is to condition the wood. It's called Howard Feed and Wax. It smells really nice too. Here, I'll give you a sample. Right. Yep, still smells good. Okay, and you want a mask, right? Because everything is gross. And this is basically really expensive wax. And this is mineral oil. You can also use mineral oil on all this wood and the metal to protect it from corrosion. And then you've got these little fancy brushes, right? Everything in here, all of this is cheap. I love this stuff. I use this stuff all the time. And you have clean towels, and there's these little microfiber little pads in here that I basically just order them infinitely. They're great. Love them. And Q-tips, not just for your ears, right? They're great. And I think I've got some like fret wire cleaner. Yeah, I scrub them with these erasers. It's great. You've got some boutique stuff that you shouldn't use. It's expensive. Yeah, so that's the cleaning section. Okay, that's for cleaning the instrument and cleaning up the fret wire. And I installed these hooks so they can hang out under the desk. The next thing that's under the desk is my power, so I can turn it on. Bam! Now power's on, and you can come up and you can see all these tuners turn on, except for that one. And this is why people pay me money to tune their guitar, because I have 3 tuners. That's why, right? That's pretty much it. I have 3 tuners. Everyone else just has 1. And if someone has 3 tuners and they tell me, I have 3 tuners too. I say, no, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tuners. And I run all my tuners at the same time, but they are in parallel. They're not in serial. You notice how there's no out, and there's no out. So they all get the signal at the exact same time. There you go. Yeah, that's a good guitar. Always tune it on the bridge, on the neck picker, that one. Always tune it on that one. Unless you don't have it, then tune it on this one. Unless you don't have that one, then tune it on that one. Unless you don't have that one, then it's an acoustic and you use the clip-ons. All right, so what else do we have on? We have a nice stupid mat that I can tear these in half with like 2 fingers, but they're padded, they're great. And then we have light. Like, look at this light, guys. Jesus. Okay, so right, we got light. We got lights everywhere, and this is really cool too, right? So most guitars have tuning pegs. So this doesn't, but most guitars have tuning pegs, and you take this and you go. Yeah. Very good. Okay. So once we get past that, then we can get to the next bucket. And the next bucket is the, oh God, you broke it bucket. Okay, so this bucket's got things like wood glue. It's got rubber grommets, rubber things. This is for the electrics. It has voltmeters, more voltmeters. It's got alligator clips. These things are great. I love alligator clips. And it's got copper tape. It's got more wires, right? I can wire your guitars all together, all right? And that's literally all this is it goes with the algae stick, the soldering iron, okay? So what we do is we turn this on, and see it's red now, and you give it about 10 or 15 minutes, and then you take this, and you never touch the tip. See, let me try and get my finger in frame with the tip, right? I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna burn myself today yet. All right, so everything is controlled though by the little surge protector underneath. So now all the power's off. This is so that you don't run everything all the time, because it will break your equipment to run it constantly. The next section is my your frets are all screwed up section. Okay, so from right to left, right, we've got this stuff costs me so much money and I never use it. This costs me no money and I use it every day, and I keep your guitar clean. This is, why did you break it? You're terrible. Why? And then also there's copper tape, and I do copper tape installations too. I charge more than is reasonable for it. Then this is, your frets are all jacked up, and I have to re-level everything, and I broke my drill, right? So that's what's in there. Also you can buy these little beer bottle little things and use them as fret lockers. And there's springs in here for Floyd Roses, so like these. If you buy a guitar, you should basically just buy the Floyd Rose version of the springs for the tension you need, and it'll make your guitar stay in tune better. Oh, and these right here, these are really cool because everyone loses them, and the bag of them costs like $7 for like 20 of them, and you sell them for $10 a piece. They're the spring that goes in this little hole right here. So you pull this bar out here, and there's a hole right there. It's a spring that goes in there, and they fall out all the time because there's nothing holding them in there, and you replace them, and you charge $10 for each one. Okay, so this also makes a lot of money, but it's a lot more hard work. Okay, so this one can go over there. Now, what do I keep like up on the desk, right? I keep goggles, right? So it's safety, right? I usually wear glasses, but if I don't, I put these goggles on. And if I do something serious, I put my contacts in, and then I put the goggles on. And And then I go outside. I mean, I work. And then this is just to keep your strings clean. It's a little sponge. You buy it for a whole lot of money, and then you just put mineral oil on it to replenish it because that's way cheaper than the stuff they sell. Then you have specialty products, right? So these are literally designed for the truss rods for the guitar. So this is import American, okay? And then this thing is every single little short arms, this things, all of these. So guitars have, they love these. Guitar builders love these. I hate them. They love them. This is every size so that you don't have to be confused. And the next, so here's the next cool thing, right? So when you do a guitar inspection, when I print mine out and I do them for people, we'll have a magnet, right? So this little compass here, it's pointing to north right now. Right now it's kind of pointing in my groin region, but that's just, I'm on the north side, okay? But you take it and you put it close and whoa, look, it's turning, okay? It's not because like I have really bad hand alignment. It's because the pickups are magnetic and they trick the compass, right? So this pickup right here, this bridge one, that one is south facing. Ooh, south. This one right here is north facing. See how it moved? It's facing north now. The green has the green arrow out. So we come here and bam, south. We move forward, bam, north, bam, south. Wait, is that one south too? South. And then north and south. So this one faces south, this one faces north, and this one faces south on the compass. And that's just how the polarity is set up with them. Okay? So that's a cool little thing to write down when you do someone's stuff. The next thing are these little slotted little things. And what basically happens is that you put them... Oh, it's an 8-string. Okay, so these don't work on this, but it works on 6-string guitars. And then you've got little specialty tools that you don't have, and so when you work on your guitar, your life really sucks. But I have the specialty tools, and it makes my life much easier. These are what are called tremolo blocks. And what happens is while you're trying to tune the instrument, it has this thing right here, right? Ooh, 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 right? Oh, so this thing wobbles around the whole time you're trying to restring it. And if you take all the strings off, because you need to clean it and, you know, get it all nice, then when you go to restring it, this thing, while you're tuning it, is constantly woo, 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 woo. Well, you stick these back there, and they're graded. They have these little levels on them, right? And basically, you're only going to use this one. The whole kit costs $40, but you only use this one. And you put this back inside the body in there, and it locks it in place. And you take the strings off, you clean it up, put new strings on. Yay! Take this out, and then you're good to go. Okay, so it makes it super easy, but you don't own it, so it's real hard. The next two things I have are for the same system, just by different manufacturers. Look at those goggles. Wow. Okay. So that isn't that. That isn't that. Here we go. Okay, so this is what's called the 1 key. And this is what's called like the EC4958 58000. So this is made by Ibanez, and that's why its name is stupid. This one's called the 1 key because it's made by an American dude. And these just go on Floyd Roses, and they let you intonate them. Those words don't mean anything to you, but people who own Floyd Roses, that's a really important tool to have because it will save them $110 on every restring they get. This is a multi-tool. It has like a magnet on it. That's it. This is a tool that they say is proprietary, and it's not. And it's made for this guitar right here. That brown one, the Koa one. And it's because it has an Evertune bridge on it. And an Evertune bridge never goes out of 10. Alright, and then you just got regular stuff, like a little string action measuring gauge. You got string stretcher. You ever wonder why your guitar gets done and it goes out of tune when you play it all the time? It's because your strings aren't stretched or you own a Gibson. Oh, here's another little tool. See this tool right here? It goes in this input jack right here. So we take this out. Oh my God, new jacks. Okay, so we took it out, right? And what you do is you cram it in there, and then you tighten this little input jack Well, this thing is crammed inside of it, and it lets you tighten it without breaking it. Because if you try to turn this nut without stopping it from moving, it will twist up the electronics that's in the body, and it could damage the components. It's the same thing with these. If these are free turning and you turn them too much, the little wires only have so much length and you could break the connections. Okay. What else do we have in here? Oh, here's another little tool I have that is super cheap and I use it all the time. This just tells me the heights for everything, like this height should be, not that. This is a 0 fret. What this thing should be, what all these heights should be, and it's like it from the automotive section of the hardware store. They're in different length or thicknesses, and you just like and put them under the strings. Okay. Is that everything? Let's see. Oh, these are stupid. This is a proprietary component for PRSs to help you turn the truss rod. It's basically these, but for annoying builders. Why you do that? The most important thing I have on the desk, I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's called tape. And you just want, when this tape reaches the ceiling, you become a grandmaster guitar tech. And once you do that, I don't know what happens. It's never gotten to the ceiling. But that is the most important tape and thing on this entire desk. It's worth more than this guitar, actually. I think that's everything. Oh, wait, here, last thing. So this is a wireless receiver because I have a webcam up here. Say hi, webcam. I'm a Logitech and I suck. Yep. Okay. So that is there, and so is this. And what this does is it lets us like zoom in, right? So it like, here you go. So we're like zoomed in, and it's got a bright light too. Boom, right? So now we can really see all the fingerprints. All right, where's some fingerprints? Right, like right there. So look at all that stuff. It's all dusty and gross. All right, so I barely even touched it. Now it's gross. So that's why I hate gloss finishes. So this is super cool. I love this. And this little webcam is so when I stream, you guys can watch me work on the guitar while I ignore you. And that's the Guitar Tech Bench.